deeper, my heart go deeper into my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Whew.
And so we thank Daniel Namod for that song. And thank each of you for singing it.
Yes.
Yes. I think it's a beautiful contemplative song. I think it's one that takes me into that space where I know that prayer is effective. You know, whether or not I see the results right away of prayer, I know that it's effective for me if I can go deeper into my God, if I can go deeper into my life, if I can move deeper into my heart space. And so I welcome each and every one of you to the heart space of Unity of Pasadena. That's where you are right now. You're in the heart space of Unity of Pasadena. It kind of feels like it, doesn't it? I mean, you look out here and you see all the beautiful plants, and you recognize that they're here for you and you're here for them. You know, I kind of feel like I'm in a terrarium when I'm here. I feel like, you know, I know what it's like to be that little frog in a terrarium, you know. So Unity of Pasadena is a very special place. And if you're live stream, welcome. If you're here for the first time, double welcome. If you're back, great. And the same with each and every one of you. So I noticed that there are a few missing seats today. And so I wonder if there's a special football game on. It's always possible. It's always possible. Or time change sometimes makes this happen. But I don't think we're in that realm right now. No. But it is a beautiful day out. And so it's also a beautiful day in here. Here at Unity of Pasadena, we like to celebrate our oneness. And I have this little saying I'd like you to say with me. So please follow me in this. There's only one thing.
One thing.
It may look like more than one thing. It may feel like more than one thing.
It may feel like more than one thing.
But it's only one thing.
But it's only one
Expressing as you.
Expressing as me.
Expressing as me. And everything we see.
Everything we see.
Yeah, I like that statement of oneness. It brings this feeling of connection for me, and I know the truth in it. You know, that God is acting in, around, and through all things as all things. And you know, sometimes I can feel that life is happening to me, and sometimes it doesn't feel good because I'm wondering why this is happening. But life happens through us. You know, we get to personalize these principles that we know as God, life, spirit, and we do so. Here at Unity of Pasadena, we practice those things. We also have a Unity blessing that I'd like you to join me in, please. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you just the way you are. And we have a statement of faith. There is only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe. God the good omnipotence, and I am one with that presence and power. So let's take a moment to slip into prayer. Take a deep breath, please. Just relax into your seat as you take your second deep breath. Let's spend a moment contemplating that one power and one presence operating as Unity of Pasadena, all of us here connected in prayer, all of us here connected in thought and feeling to this thing we call love, often known as the presence of God. So if you summon up love for something that you have, some person, some event, some situation, perhaps a family gathering or a pet that you have that you know you have felt love, summon that memory up and feel that love right now. And when you do, you're feeling the presence of God. It's right here, right now, the presence of God, here in this very space. And so I know that each and every one of us here at Unity of Pasadena are divinely guided. We open up our minds to the one mind, the power of intelligence and wisdom and goodness. We allow it to flow through us. We remove anything that doesn't look like it, feel like it, act like it from our conscious thought patterns as we move into divine union with the One. I recognize Unity of Pasadena as a very special place where God unfolds through us. We learn lessons of the Divine One each time we come. Each time we contemplate on the special ideas that are brought forth here at Unity of Pasadena. Each time we get together to share our feelings and our joy around not only one another, but these ideas as well. Here's where it happens at Unity of Pasadena. Our hearts are full. And so I'm very thankful for how this happens, how Unity of Pasadena comes to be. Each week we gather, we meet together, and we love each other because there is a board of trustees that makes absolutely certain that what we do here is supported. We have prayer chaplains that support us and hold the light for us. We have musicians which play the most amazing music and give us that incredible feeling of love and joy. We have volunteers that greet us at the door and bring food and do all of the things that are necessary to bring about that feeling of family. We're so grateful for it. I'm so thankful for this moment. I'm so thankful for this feeling. I'm so thankful for each of you. I release these words into the law, knowing that they're already done. Please join me by saying, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Come on in. Come on in. All right, so I'm going to do a 3-minute question. Okay? So let's just see. Let's see what we get today. Is it yours? Is it yours? Is it yours? Or do I recognize the writing? I do. I recognize the writing. It's not mine. It's not mine, but I recognize the writing. You probably wonder whether or not I put my own in there, don't you? Yeah. I wondered if you have ever thought of that. Yeah. No, that's not my writing there. Nope. Oh, this is interesting. In Pentecostal, many believers state that God can communicate through tongues to them. What is your opinion of this practice? Well, it's funny how sometimes you don't know whether or not you have an opinion about something until you start talking. I'm not sure I have an opinion about this, but I know a little bit about it. We talk about Pentecostal in here, and we do the White Stone service on Pentecost because we feel that during that period of time where in the Bible it talks about how people were actually speaking in tongues because they were touched by this. It's described as a tongue of fire. I mean, dramatic, by tongues of fire that brought the Holy Spirit to their active consciousness. And in that process, everybody spoke in tongues and everybody could understand each other. No matter what language you spoke, you could be understood by others. And I think that the passages, the verses in Acts and Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, that talk about speaking in tongues are really open for interpretation. And I think the Pentecostal ideal is to actually utilize your own interpretation and see this as a spiritual activity, to see it as a spiritual practice. Because a lot of people, a lot of believers, if you will, as used in the question, think that when you are speaking in tongues, even if you don't understand it yourself, you're creating this energetic connection, this one-on-one touching of the divine. And so it has that as a tie, I think, to ideas like prayer and meditation, to affirmations. It has ties to other spiritual practices. So I think that in essence it's a spiritual practice. I don't have an opinion as to whether or not you're actually communicating with God. I think in that way, through the tongues, and that's the language God speaks, and some believe that. My personal ideal is that do what it takes in order to get yourself centered and aligned with Spirit. And if that's what it takes, do it. If your belief system is that this is how you do it, then you're more likely to believe that this is how you do it. So step into it. If you enjoy speaking in tongues, fantastic. Sometimes I say things people don't understand. And I know that. And maybe that's speaking in tongues. So that's my opinion. That's my opinion. But if you want to learn more about it, I know it's in Acts, and I know it's in 1 Corinthians, and I can't give you the exact verses, but I know it's in there. So kind of fun, I think, to bring up that question. Thank you for it. How do we do? 3
minutes, 3 seconds.
Whoa. Oh. Now, if I go over, am I automatically disqualified? Is this like The Price is Right? I don't know. But I think that's the closest I've ever gotten. No? Have I hit it on the nose before? Pretty darn good. Yeah? Well, thank you for keeping time. So we got a song. We got a song, don't we? Yeah. All right. Oh, by the way, just keep Allison in your heart. She doesn't feel well today. You may have known that she was going to be our voice with Mitch. But Mitch is going to do the same songs that were planned. And we absolutely adore you, Mitch, and we love you so.
Thank you. Thank you. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs in me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand, my heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Wherever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be.
Good morning, everyone. Beautiful day. Today's daily word is forgiveness. And as I was pre-reading this, I was thinking, sometimes we feel something like we're not going to forgive. It's like, no. I remember when I was in my 20s, my ex-husband said, notice the ex part, said, we need to sell your powder blue 1975 Firebird. Oh, are you kidding me? That was my first car. I bought it myself. And I just, it was absolutely, and maybe there were some logical reasons for it, but emotionally, that was not an easy fix, And I remember saying to him, I'm never going to forgive you for this. So anyway, but the daily word today is forgiveness. Forgiveness is my path to peace. Occasionally, I may decide that a transgression or mistake is simply unforgivable. However, when I maintain a spiritual perspective, I realize forgiveness is key to moving on from pain, interactions, and is an important part of my spiritual path. Releasing unforgiveness may be one of the hardest things I will do, but I trust there will be peace in my heart and clarity in my mind when I do it. Whether I struggle to forgive another or myself, I trust there is no judgment or condemnation in spirit. Whatever the error, the divine presence within can help me transcend it. There is no pain, no hurt that is greater or more enduring than God. This is the comfort and promise that helps me forgive and know lasting peace. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Luke 6:37.
Oh, that was beautiful. I love that. Don't judge and you won't be judged. I love it. And forgive. I happen to, there was a plan for the people who are serving food today to kind of go a little bit Halloween-ish to get you inspired for this coming Halloween. And so since I'm in the Hawaiian mode, I brought up I thought I would talk about the Ho'oponopono prayer of forgiveness, so that fits right in with what Norma was reading. And before I decided that, I have a quote that I just also must read, because it's beautiful, and it's this: everything is from the divine. Therefore, everything is in perfect order, just as it is. But it's in constant motion. We are in constant motion. Nothing is static. So this too shall pass applies at every moment. So one of the most disarming prayers is the Ho'oponopono prayer. And many of you do know it. And it's a beautiful thing to hear over and over again. It has 4 short sentences. And I'll start. The first one, I'm sorry. The second one, please forgive me. Third one, I love you. And the fourth one, thank you. I find it so moving. These are the best words in the world. And if you're lost, I'm sorry. You know, you can also say, I apologize if you have trouble with the word sorry. So you pick which one you want to do. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And I said this to someone at work that the day before I kind of yelled at. You know, it was one of these spontaneous things like, how could Francis? You know, I was having a little fit, a mini fit. And the next day, first thing in the morning, I said, you know, come here, Francis. And he's an amazing guy. And I looked him in the eye and I said these words. And I'm telling you, there was an electric current going between the two of us. And he felt it, and I felt it, and everything was beautiful. And we are best friends. I mean, just because of that, there's a connection between Francis and I that we will never forget. So, this woman, Morna Nalamaku Simeona, taught this in Hawaii, and she also taught it to Dr. Hugh Lee, and there's a whole story for that as well. But the initial idea was to bring families that had feuds together through this prayer. And she did a lot of healing in Hawaii among these families and among different so-called tribes, you know, people just who are fighting for generations on. So it was to settle disputes. So let's take a nice, deep, comfortable breath. And exhale. And breathe in your own timing. Do a nice long inhale all the way down to your heart space and past, all the way down to your feet. And exhale when you can, when you're ready. And take that third breath in and let everything go. Because perfect divine right order does prevail at all times. You know, when people say this common phrase these days, it's all good, it's actually, they're saying perfect divine right order. And it's the most wonderful phrase. When you apologize to someone or you bump into someone, oh, it's all good, it's all good. It's a wonderful message to pass, and it's non-denominational, you know, so you can say it to anybody and everyone. So let's take one last cleansing breath and really drop your shoulders, drop everything, let everything fall away. And only bring in the good, your good, because that's your inherent nature. You're good. And let's know that God is present always. The universe is here at your command. When you speak your word, you're speaking something that's true for you. So be careful with your word. Up at any time, any chance you get. And if you make a mistake, it's still perfect. It's perfect divine order. And you can still, at that moment, reframe your sentence. Rephrase it. And say, oh, you know what, I meant this. I can go higher. And you can do this, and you're then showing other people what they can do. You're modeling something for them. And as we let go more and more, as you go down to your heart space again consciously, it's just an 18-inch journey to get out of your mind and into your heart. And breathe into that and let go. And if you like, for 2 minutes of silence, you can say these. You can say all 4 phrases, or whichever ones you remember. Just pick one. And these are them again. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. So pick any one, or all 4, or 2, and let's go into 2 minutes of silence. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. So slowly come back. These are words you can say to yourself. You don't have to say them to someone as I did as an example. You can say them in general to the universe, and amazing shifts will happen in your life because you're clearing out all that chatter, all that stuff, all that self-punishment, all the, I said the wrong thing, or whatever we carry around. It really helps neutralize that. So now let's say together, slowly and with feeling, and I know we have a lot of feelings right now, good feelings. Let's say the prayer of St. Francis. I know it's here. God, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there's hatred, let me sow love. Where there's injury, pardon. Where there's doubt, faith. Where there's despair, hope. Where there's darkness, light. Where there's sadness, joy. O divine presence, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is through grace that we are given eternal life. Thank you, God. Thank you, beloved presence. Thank you, infinite wisdom. And so it is. Amen.
One grain of sand, but it feels so right to be right where I am. One little part of a much bigger plan, and the longer I'm here, the more I understand. I am one, we are one, like the rays of the sun. When it's all said and done, I am one, we are one. I'm just one drop of rain that falls from the sky, that runs to the streams, then the ocean by and by. And if I could do worse than to give myself up on the crest of the wave, on this ocean of love, I am one, we are one, like the rays of the sun. When it's all said and done, I am one, we are one. One gentle touch, one loving word, one single step toward a kinder world. I am one, we are one, like the rays of the sun. When it's all said and done, I am one, we are one. One gentle touch, one loving word, one single step toward a kinder world. I am one, we are one, like the rays of the sun. When it's all said and done, I am one, we are one. I am one, we are one.
Yep, that's the truth. Thank you, Mitch. I mean, yeah, we miss Allison, but I mean, you in your own right are absolutely a magnificent artist.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for always being willing to step into it too, you know, and do it. I know it takes a lot of extra work. So here we are, you guys. The crowd's grown a little bit while I had my back turned. Yeah, it's quite all right. That's good. We want more. And so what we're gonna do is take just a moment to visualize inside of ourselves that more attitude, you know, with these seats filled. And I want you to see those seats filled. And then we're gonna visualize and know that is the greater yet to be for Unity of Pasadena. And as we see that, we recognize that we must take action if we expect this to move forward in a way that makes sense for Unity of Pasadena. And that taking action means that we just give those people we didn't see today a call. We just give them a call and we ask how they're doing, make sure that they're okay, and let them know that we missed you. And we also get a chance to talk to our friends and our neighbors and our coworkers about this amazing feeling here at Unity of Pasadena and what we learn and what we become. For our religion is one of transformation. Our religion is one of moving forward in a way that makes sense, that is aligned with the divinity of not only this world, but of us. And so we know that in prayer. Thank you very much for engaging in prayer with me, for that really truly is a prayer. These words truly are a prayer. So I release them, I let them go, and so it is. Amen. So, lots of things going on in this world. And I'm going to talk about some of them today. I'm going to talk about me a little bit. I'm going to talk about how in my life I know that this is a time to utilize some divine principles which are impersonal. And I'm going to talk about that today. They're impersonal. But I can personalize them in a way that makes sense for me. And you know, that's what we can all do. There are principles that, in fact, God as principle is impersonal. But these principles that are impersonal means that God acts upon you and upon you and upon you and upon me in exactly the same way. According to our thoughts, according to our feelings, according to the actions we take upon them. And God is impersonal in the sense that if it's bad for me, if my thoughts and my actions and that which I move forward upon is bad for me, God doesn't stop me and say, that's bad for you. You know, this is not going to work out for you. No. It happens because this process has been set in motion. This is what the Bible verse Matthew 5:25 is all about. God makes the rain fall on the evil as well as the good. I mean, this is happening. This is happening according to an impersonal law. And I'll give you an example of that. I have a friend, and I have lots of friends now who are getting older. I don't know why that's happening to them. I don't know. But I have a friend who, just the other day, he fell. And we had a nice conversation about that. And he's okay. But he started this conversation out with, I think God is trying to tell me something. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, you know, this is a perfect time for this conversation because I'm doing a talk on the impersonal God that is you, the impersonal God that is all that is, and how we personalize it. And I said to him, you know, you can take it however you want it. It's true, yes, for you, that something is being said. But you know, gravity works for everybody. You know what I mean? Gravity works for everybody. And the way you probably used this, or personalized this gravity thing, was just to not pay attention as you were walking down those steps. You know, I mean, you personalized it, and it happened. It is gravity in action, that impersonal universal law that took you down. Sorry, I don't know what lesson you learned from it. I hope it's a good one. I hope it's a really good one. But I think if it has something to do with paying attention, then we're getting somewhere, you know. But this God that is so amazing and expresses in an infinite number of ways does not tell you don't do that. It doesn't stop you from doing things that are really bad for you. I mean, most of us have had bad habits in our lives, and many of us have been able to shed them, and it's a wonderful process that we learn how to do. You know, we learn how to make changes in our lives. It's terrific. We change what we think. We change how we view the world. We change so many things that are important to the change process. So come on inside. Come on in. Come on in. You're too far away. Yes. So she was behind the curtain. You know, we have a curtain there, and so I just welcome you in. Welcome. So yesterday, Jackie and I participated in something that we believe, if utilized in the right way, might be able to create some change. And this was a local No Kings march. Call it a march if you want, call it whatever you want. An assembly of people getting together and letting the world know that we care. It was a beautiful, beautiful meeting of people. It was not a group of people who hated America. It was a group of people who love America. In fact, I brought my sign. I held a sign so that people could see it as they were driving along the road. Here it is. See, that's my sign. No hate. Now, you attach a little American flag right here in this little hole that was created, you know, and it looks like this. And you can honk your horn if you want. You can honk your horn as I hold this sign. And there were other signs out there that were funny. Some were very funny. Some were very serious. But they were all made in this general way. You know, you take a piece of paper or cardboard and you draw something. I mean, nobody created them except the mind of the person holding the sign, you know. And so they got to say a lot of things that were really, really important to them. And this space that we were at was kind of an interesting place because we live in Chino Hills. And in Chino Hills, there is a large church there. It's the Calvary Chapel, Chino Hills Calvary Chapel, and it hosts a lot of summits and conferences for some interesting thought processes around where we ought to be today. And there was a group of people at a summit at the same time as this location for No Kings was going on that were putting out, as a televised conference, information about how horrible each of us were at that particular location, and none of it was true. These were absolutely beautiful people. There was no Antifa, there was no Hamas supporters, there was no, I mean, I don't know what those people look like, and I've never seen one with anything like this ever. So this is not what was going on there, and I don't believe it was what was going on anywhere. But they brought with them, and this blows me away that it was associated with a church. And I know who the pastor of the church is. His name is Jack Hibbs. And they brought with them security, their own security. And their own security were the Proud Boys. And yes, absolutely. And I am so, I'll use the word proud. I'm so proud of the people that were standing by the side of the road just being peaceful because they were not deterred from that peaceful activity. They could not be goaded into violence at all by the Proud Boys. There were police officers there that could see that they were trying to goad the crowd into some sort of violent activity and actually put a stop to it. I was very, very happy that those police officers stepped in and saw exactly what was going on. So this was a very interesting, unique, and special opportunity to see our First Amendment in action and restrained by love and restrained by the idea that we heal behind no hate. We can't heal with hate. Hate does not heal us. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I think it's important. It was important for us, at least, to involve ourselves in this, and to do it in this way, of course. You guys know that I probably have a little bit more information than most around the ideas that are being set forth in our legal profession, as well as some of the things that leak over into law enforcement ideas. And I just want to tell you what I see. And this is not political, it's telling you what I see. It's conversations I have had with people, by the way, in law enforcement and prosecutorial offices, and I do a lot of work with them. They're not left-wingers, left-wing crazies. They are not left-wing crazies at all. They most often err on the side of conservatism. They really do. And that's okay. It's a wonderful thing, but they are miffed. They're absolutely miffed right now. The prosecutors that I talk to are very, very concerned. They're concerned that the public ideal of what prosecution is nowadays has changed so dramatically through all of the Department of Justice and all of the FBI transactions that are happening today that seem to be targeted in a political way, that are manufacturing evidence. They're concerned that that will leak over into local prosecutions, that people will not trust law enforcement and the reports that they write, and won't trust that the prosecutorial authorities are operating in good faith. And they're concerned about ever getting a conviction again because of what's going on. Now, this is a complete and total destruction of the norms that we would expect to see in arenas like prosecutorial and police work. The police that I talk to are extremely concerned about how they are, in the public perception, being lumped with police agencies that now hire thugs who don't have any training whatsoever. And when they write reports about maybe being assaulted by somebody like the people at this type of rally, they don't write the truth. And the police officers, local police officers, are very upset about that because they get lumped into that same category as they do, as these other police agencies do. And so they're concerned about their own public perception. I can understand that. I truly understand that. You know, how do you separate yourself from that without somehow speaking out about how it's bad? Because I don't think they're allowed to do that either. It's a very tough situation they're in. Our military is an extremely tough situation. You know, I think that everybody I know, would, when seeing an active duty military, any active duty military personnel would say thank you for your service. Now they're running from them. Now people are running from them. Not thank you for your service, but I'm afraid of you. National Guard in the streets, Marines coming in. This is the kind of thing, when it operates against the people, turns the tables on the support that's received. I mean, look, if military doesn't have the support of the people here in this country, then we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble as a country. And that is the road we're heading down. That's the road we're heading down. This has got to change. It is a 5-alarm fire. It's happening inside the house. Fortunately, I'm good at change, and I'm good at inspiring change. I know the drill. The drill is to do my own personal work in this regard. The drill is to use that impersonal law, that universal law, in a way that co-creates with God something that's personal in my life. You see, that's the link between an impersonal God and what I'd like to see in my life, in my world, what I'd like to see in the world of unity of Pasadena. That link is take this impersonal law that creates according to my thoughts, my feelings, my activities, and make something good out of it. Make something good out of it. That's the co-creation process. God and I are co-creating together. God and you are always co-creating together. And you say, oh, that's a bunch of bunk. And I say, read Genesis. Read Genesis. We're made in the image and likeness of God. God spoke everything there is into existence. We can too. This is how we use the word. And what is the word? What is the word? Well, it's not just the things I say out of my mouth. I mean, sometimes I can make mistakes and I need to utilize the Ho'oponopono prayer, and thank you for that, Helen. The things that I say sometimes are outside of the realm of impeccability. We love be impeccable with your word. Don Miguel Ruiz is absolutely right. Because your word's creative. That's why he says that. Your word is creative. But it's not just what comes out of your mouth, it's what you think. It's the tendency of your thought. You see, if the tendency of your thought is hateful, then hateful actions are on their way. If the tendency of your thought is loving, then loving actions are on their way. You see, we co-create, and it's our responsibility to make sure that we are in that space where we're creating what is best for the world, what is best for ourselves, what is best for the ongoing unfoldment of the beauty we know is possible. We all play a role in that. We all play a role in that. And so yesterday, we could not be stopped from going to this thing. You could not have stopped us. I mean, all the traffic that was there. And I don't need to tell you why now, because I just did. 5-alarm fire. There's a 5-alarm fire, and we know the drill. We know what we have to do. We know how we have to unfold as people who show they care, who recognize what's necessary, who move forward in that space and get it done. By virtue of our consciousness, by virtue of our activity. I'm James. I am Jesus' brother who says, you better get out there and do something. I mean, I think he's responsible for the Nike swoosh, just do it, Really. I mean, it's biblical. I look at that Nike swoosh and I go, that's biblical. And just do it, for crying out loud. Just do it. So I'm not alone in this ideal. I'm not alone in this feeling that this is how things work. I mean, here at Unity, what we do is we talk about what our founders thought too, because and we're allowed to use this kind of stuff in a way that makes sense for us. I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. But we start with this. Charles Fillmore, on this very principle, in The Revealing Word, says, God is the name we give to the unchangeable principle, which is the source of all existence. God as principle is impersonal, the absolute, the unchanging law of being. And then he talks about in this next quote from Jesus Christ Heals, that God is not a person who has set creation in motion and gone away and left it. God is the omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent principle forever expressing as life, love, and substance. And how do we deal with that? Well, you need to go to Prosperity, which is one of Charles Fillmore's books. And he says, God is the eternal, unchangeable principle of good, the source of all that is. This principle is not a person, but the underlying cause of all manifestation working through divine law and each of us. Co-creation. I think, and you can tell I'm passionate about this. I hope you can tell I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate, though, in a way that I know will not put you off, because I'm talking about a higher good for everyone. I'm not talking about whether you're bad or you're hateful or you're not. I'm talking about a higher good for everyone. I'm talking about stepping into the light. I'm not talking about eradicating anything. I'm talking about moving forward as a new and different creative force. The power that we're given as human beings In the 12 Powers of Man, Charles Fillmore writes all about this power. The utilization of all that God is possible through us, including finding ourselves in that divine light as the emanation of the beauty and love and joy of the Christ consciousness. We could do all of that. And we can teach people how to do it. Do you know how we teach people how to do it? We don't go out and say, this is what you do. This is what you're doing it wrong. Everything you're doing is wrong. That's not how we teach people. We teach people through example. Funny how that works. We have 6 kids. 6 kids. And 10 grandchildren. And boy, do they all watch us. I mean, we don't even know they're watching us. Oh, Grandpa, you did this. You did that. Oh, man, am I being followed around? The example of Grandpa, the example of Dad, the example that I have an opportunity to set every place I go, everything I do is instructive. I mean, it gives, if it was in some way hateful, I would give permission for other people to let that hate out of them. Do you understand what I mean? Giving other people permission to do something that is just horrific in society by actually doing it is something that each of us needs to watch. I mean, we all know that the people at the top set the example. And we must be careful when we are at the top. And you guys are at the top. You know, the fact that you're here, you're at the top of conscious thought. You're at the top of the pyramid of what people do in order to move a transformative consciousness forward. You guys understand this. You don't blindly fumble through life. You recognize what this creative process is about, and so you watch what you do, and you help others, not hurt them. This is your personalization of an impersonal law. You know, this topic that I chose is a tough one to understand. Sometimes people don't get this idea that, God's not directing the chess game. Every piece on the board's not being moved by God. I mean, God doesn't whisper in your ear and say, that's going to checkmate there, you're in trouble with that one. It's funny sometimes to watch football games, and I do it on Sunday, and I enjoy a good game. But I always find it kind of funny when, every team has a God that's on their side. And I think that might be a motivating force for them, might help them feel like they can go into this, kind of pretend battle, with the armor of God. I understand that. I totally get that. I mean, it might make the game a little more active, believing that, God's on your side. But most people in that arena do. And I just chuckle. I just give a chuckle, it's a game. It's a game. Gravity works the same way and magnetism and polarity and all those other forces, that are at work when two big people run into each other. It works the same way for everyone, for crying out loud. It's funny. People say, I don't know. I think God really does. Well, go stick your finger in a light socket. And see whether or not God's on your side. I mean, it's pretty easy to see once you step back for a moment, recognize that this law of electricity, it can either light your room or it can kill you. And before we really got a handle on it, it killed a lot of people. So it's an impersonal law. It doesn't care that you're a good person, Steve. It's still going to get you if you put your finger in a light socket. Doggone that electricity. Yeah, this world is a table set for us. It is a table set for us. And we can create in our lives anything that we'd like to see. But most importantly, anything that we'd like to feel, because that has something to do with what you create that you see in your life. We have to pay attention to this idea of love. We have to pay attention to this idea of compassion. We have to pay attention to the words of Jesus, for he did this as well or better than anybody that's ever lived on the face of this earth. And there were things going on then, and this is why it's such a beautiful story, that you would think would make those ideas impossible. Impossible. But they weren't, and they aren't. And they're not impossible today. They're not impossible here and now. And so, you couldn't have kept us away. You could not have restrained us. We wouldn't have let you do it. We did not know what to expect, but we knew it had to be done. And I know you guys feel the same way. What is ours to do? I ask myself that question. What is mine to do? I ask it all the time. And sometimes I need clarity. I have to align myself with this divine presence, get silent, do my prayer work, do my meditation, do my affirmations, and recognize what really is mine to do. I have to be open for that clarity. And so here we are, folks. We are operating as one, and I love it. We're in the love light. We're in the beauty. We're in the presence of God. And I'm so grateful for that. I say namaste because the God in you recognizes the God in me and vice versa. Thank you. Oh, look we got Trish here, and she has great experience in the ushering industry. You are good. And there's a list. Do you want to see if you're on it? You're not. You're not on it. But all of you out there in Etherland, you are on it. Colleen, we welcome you. We love you. Audrey, same. Mike and Carol, yay, you're here. We got Julio out there. Julio. Good food today, man. You should be here, right here. We have Anita Arakawa. Many of you know Anita, yeah. We have Virginia. We got Charlene. We got Tennessee in the house. We got Reverend Carol who's watching. By the way, Reverend Carol is going to be here next week. Reverend Carol will be speaking on some incredibly relevant topics because she is incredibly brilliant. And she's my spiritual sister, and I know you love her as well, as much as I do. So, hi, Carol. Hi, Carol. And we have Austin and Paris. You guys, they live in Las Vegas now. That's a home base for them in Las Vegas. It's a very interesting story. Love them very much. I married them there in Las Vegas, by the way. Yes. Still feel that one in my heart. And we have Reverend Jessica Fish. Wow. You guys have never met Jessica Fish. She's a classmate of Jackie's and a wonderful, wonderful woman, a reverend. And we love you, Jessica. So there are many more out there that may not have put their names down, or maybe we'll watch this later on. We hold you in our hearts as well. I'm going to put this list right there, okay? All right? All right. So I'll tell you where I am on this one, too. Unity of Pasadena is a divine idea in the mind of God, and I'm not just saying that. It is. It allows us to come together in principle. It allows us to come together to do good work, not only for the rest of the world, but for our lives, so we can be those examples that can change the world. Unity of Pasadena is a place where we support Unity of Pasadena in every way we possibly can. And in order for this divine idea in the mind of God to be as vibrant and helpful and hopeful as it needs to be, we ask for the support of anyone who would care to support this loving idea. This moment of grace is for each of us. And so I want you to say with me, please, take your gift and put it on your heart and say, God is the source of my overflowing supply, and I am grateful. And so it is. Thank you, Tricia.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When all the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, now let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, now let it be. Whispered words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. When I wake up to the sound of music, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whispered words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Now let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
You know, I as Mitch was playing so beautifully, I had this idea of an analogy. I mean, analogies come to me all the time, and I think they help us to understand things a little bit, you know. And I thought of that piano as impersonal law. You know, it doesn't like Mitch better than me, but it sure plays different music comes out of it when he plays it than what comes out when I do, you know? But see, it's all in how you use it. It's how you use that impersonal law, you know? That's kind of an interesting analogy, so thank you, Mitch, yeah. All right, so these are tithes and treasures we're grateful for. Please just take a deep breath and know with me that we at Unity of Pasadena promise to use these tithes and treasures with integrity to bring about a world of beauty and love and compassion and empathy, and bring forward all that we know how to bring forward to make life better for those who need it, to make life more beautiful and good for each of us and for Unity of Pasadena. We're so grateful. We promise to use these tithes and treasures with that integrity, no matter where they're used, to help people move forward, to help to move past hate, to move into that space of love. I release it, I let it go, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, Trish. Thank you. All right, so who's doing doggone it, look at this. We got Georgette coming up. Come on, Georgette. Well, look, we got these stairs over here just for you. I think that's about your height.
That was lovely. Thank you. No, I don't want to trip on it. That's messy. Oh, yeah. You don't want to mess with gravity when you're my age. What we believe in as a community, what we want to see in the world, and our individual and global mission is woven into our weekly service and is reflected in our community vision, our mission, and our core values. Let's affirm them together. A vision, world powerfully transformed, the of shared spiritual awakening. And our mission, transforming lives by living and sharing our inner truth, divine wisdom, compassion, and love, using practical spiritual principles. And our core values, creating community, living love, teaching truth, serving spirit. Hospitality is kind of extra special today since we're getting close to Halloween. And the team today that is hosting is K through R. And next week, the fourth Sunday, has team S through Z as hosts. We always appreciate all that they do, that they bring food, they clean up, they serve. Aren't we lucky? And today is the bereavement group. We'll meet at 1 p.m. We have gentle stretch class. Michelle and friends will be here as usual this Tuesday for the general stretch class, along with singing, chair dancing, and laughter. It is a lot of fun. So do come and join us. We also have this week Thursday meditation. Helen and friends will be there on Thursday evening from 5:45 to 6:45 for the weekly centering prayer and meditation group. And next Sunday, we have a guest speaker, Reverend Carol Bliss. She will join us next Sunday while Reverend Greg is at an annual event he is involved with. We will miss you. Okay, we have more. Aren't we lucky? We have so many wonderful things available here. Besides this wonderful service, we can partake of so much. On the second Saturday, we have a grace group. That is the Goddess Revealing All Creative Energy. The workshop has been moved to the third Saturday morning in November. The featured goddess that day is Spider-Woman. Stay tuned for more details next week. If you've never come to these, they are wonderful. There's so much to learn. Unfortunately, I forget a lot of it, but it's wonderful. It's really, really nice. And the board has set Sunday, November 23rd, as Gratitude Sunday, culminating Reverend Greg's gratitude messages all November. Lovely, I can't wait. It will be a special Thanksgiving hospitality time. And Advent begins the last Sunday in November, and we will have a Unity Advent booklets that are available for you. I think I got it all in. I love seeing all of you. This is such a gift. The sun is out. I had three new
baby birds this morning that were doves. What a gift. And to see all of your shining faces. And I love you all. Thank you.
All right, we've come to that time where we're going to do a silent unity prayer for protection, and then we're going to sing a song. So why don't we stand for all of that? What song are we singing today?
We're singing I Choose Love.
I Choose Love. Well, that's a good choice. All right, you guys. Please join me in the silent unity prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is. I am divine, and all is well.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one tie that binds us that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are all part of each other. We are